And what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This video we are looking at the MLB Prizepicks plays for Thursday, June the 15th. We have a couple games on the early slate, a few more on the night slate. So let's go ahead and get started. I got 5 picks I want to share with you guys today. Start doing more baseball prop videos now that the NBA is over, the NHL is over. We got just baseball to look forward to for the most part, except for, PGA and UFC and all those other things, but not every day for those sports. Let's go ahead and get into it. As always, if you enjoy the videos, appreciate the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Best ball season is coming up for NFL. You can use my code PROCESS to sign up on Underdog, and they'll match your first deposit. They have a $3 million contest of first place. Definitely get some entries in that one. But let's get started with couple pitcher props I'm looking at. First one is going to be Nola over 5.5 strikeouts going up against the Diamondbacks offense here. They are a good offense. They have a lot of young pieces there, led by Corbin Carroll. They do have some guys that will strike out a lot. Christian Walker, high strikeout rate. And for the most part, he's going to be going up against a pretty balanced lineup. They got some lefties, some switch hitters here, but Nola has just been dealing recently. He's definitely a guy, being a Phillies fan, that is very up and down, but currently he's been solid for the most part, especially in strikeouts. Double digits in 2 out of 5, 4 out of 5 above 7. We just need 6 out of him. I think he's going to get it done. The Phillies have been also rolling as of late, so things are clicking for them. I think Nola's going to be able to get it done, get us 6 Ks today. Second one that I'm looking at is going to be Shohei Otani over 7 strikeouts. He's just a different beast. His strikeouts totals have come down as the season has progressed. You just need 7 against Texas. Very good offense, powerful, but Otani's on, he will strike out anybody. And the Rangers, they got a lot of power, but with power also comes a lot of strikeouts. So there is some opportunities to K some of those guys there, like Adolis Garcia, heavy strikeout guy. Even the other pieces like Jung will strike out a bunch as well. So I'm taking Otani. I think 7 is a good number, at least for a push. If not, definitely can get us more than that. Going down here, I'm taking Dylan Cease over 5.5 Ks. Dodgers have a very good lineup. Their middle to bottom half does have Ks in there. They're like 7 through 9 is kind of journeyman guys for the moment. So definitely has to avoid, like, Freeman's not a guy that Ks too much. Mookie Betts doesn't strike out much, but they got some strikeouts at the bottom. And Cease last year was Cy Young contender for the whole year. Not having as good of a season, but I definitely think he can get us 6 strikeouts. I mean, some of these lines are just very low with him. With Nola, I like Otani. Those are probably my 3 favorites. And we know, like, Sonny Gray going up against the Tigers, they K a lot, but his line is pretty high at 6.5 already, so it's kind of built in. But that's another one that you could look at. And then Tyler Wells, also a guy that has been striking out a lot of pieces, but Toronto doesn't K too much. But I think it's still low enough to where you could look to him if you wanted to. And then I got a couple of fantasy props overs that I like. First one is Wander Franco above 8 fantasy. I believe they just bumped this up from 7.5 to 8 now. But I'm taking him just because Rays have highest total in the early slate, like second highest on the entire slate today. And Franco's 20-plus stolen bases on the season. He's going to, if he gets on base, he's always looking to steal. So those are very valuable. He's come down a little bit after he just got off to a torrid start to the year, but he's still having a very good season, thanks mainly to a lot of those stolen bases, and he's still hitting for a high average. So I'm taking him over. And another guy that has been turning it around recently has been Trey Turner, batting well over 300 in his last week and a half, 2 weeks. Made a slight adjustment with his swing. Not aware, made a slight adjustment with one of his knees was not aligned, one of his hip or elbow. Also made some adjustments there. The hitting coach has paid off big time. He's been on base a lot more. He's been stealing. Definitely looking like the player that the Phillies paid $300 million to. And 7.5 is pretty low. Phillies have close to a 5-run total today. And going up against Ryan Nelson, I think. Turner gets on base, going up against a righty. He's going to look to steal as well. So those are the 5 props I like. Pretty much going superstars here for the most part. Or at least stars. So that's what I like. Low strikeout numbers on some of these pitchers. Take them. And I got a couple fantasy props that I like just with some speed on the base paths and teams that should score today. So that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Best of luck today, and I will catch you all next time.